Hello everybody and welcome back to Surviving Mars, where we are ready to bring people in. As soon as we have a rocket that is fueled up and ready to bring in people. We also have this rocket that is currently going to capture ice asteroids to increase our amount of surface water, which is going to be a huge, huge deal. So let's just go ahead and go up to full speed here, because there's not a lot going on, and realistically, I kind of feel like in this game, playing it at max speed and then just pausing when I need to do things is kind of the best way to do it. At least that's what I'm leaning towards right now. Now, we don't have any seed production and we are out of seeds, so we're not going to be spreading much more vegetation just yet. But we're putting out plenty of pollution, which is always nice to see.
Sector scanned.
We do have our second fuel refinery up and running, and so we should be refueling this rocket pretty soon, realistically. There's some underground rare metals over here. We'll probably drop a mining dome somewhere around here-ish, maybe here. We'll have to see. And like a connector coming out like this or something awkward like that. Again, we'll have to see. Okay, so night just fell. How's our power deficit? We're at minus 24. Hopefully we have enough to last the night. That's the idea here. I still feel like we should be able to get power from GHG factories. That's kind of weird that it consumes 10 power. Oh well. So we're at 22 out of 50 for refueling our rocket, and let's see, is it not M to go to the P for the planetary view? Okay, I guess that makes sense. So we don't get to see our rocket making progress, huh? Okay. There's also some greenhouse gases here that we could import. Outcome of 2% of this. I don't know what this is. Oh, atmosphere. That's what that is. We've also got a few more things going on around here that we don't exactly know what's going on with those quite yet, but that's okay. Okay, here's daytime, and looks like we had enough power stored for the night. So that's great. We had some excess power, even. I'm actually very happy to see that. How goes our ramp? Poorly is the answer. I mean, it's making progress. Very, very slow progress. So our spreaders here, our forestation plants, they're entirely out of seeds, correct? That's that one there. Where's the second? Ah, right here. It's actually still spreading. It does have 1.5 stored seeds still, so I think we'll be okay on that front for a little bit anyway. And of course, once we bring in our humans, then we're going to be able to use this farm to grow their food, and then these two hydroponic farms over here should be set to grow seeds, and indeed they are. Excellent. We're pretty much just waiting for this rocket to get refueled. At this point, there's not much else to be done, other than maybe like setting up a second dome over here.
Resources are low.
Maybe a micro dome. How small is that? That's kind of small, to be sure. So this wouldn't... The idea behind that dome would be more just to more to harvest these underground rare metals than anything. But realistically, the question is, what do we actually need to harvest those? Is that under production? Rare metals extractor. So it does take workers, and we do need a dome out here. Okay. Good to know. In that case, let's go ahead and put up a microdome right over here-ish. I want it to be rotated about like this. Or thereabouts. Maybe up here. About like that. And then this can hold some of our things that we didn't have quite enough room for in here, as well as potentially some overflow. And then we could do a passage, theoretically, connecting from... How does this work? Do I have to rotate it? I'm not sure. Maybe we need to actually build that. But then we could go ahead and put up a... We wouldn't have habitation here. We would then be able to go ahead and put up a rare metals extractor right here.
Sector scanned. Anomaly
And we'd
found.
probably need a power cable. Something kind of like that. And then a bit of redundancy over this way. And then I'll also do the same thing with a pipe. Go to there, and then straight down to there for a little redundancy. Now, realistically, I think we've got plenty of oxygen coming in to run both of these, so I don't think we need anything extra there. However, we are now ready to launch this guy back to Earth. Get out of here. Fantastic. Away he goes. So what are we going to put in this dome? That's a good question. I mean, to some degree, it's going to be things that we didn't have room for or that we didn't foresee. Like, we're definitely going to put in a small machine factory over here. But we need to allow the dome to be completed first. Is this actually going to be connected here? I think it is. We still need to move in a bunch of concrete and a few metals. Metals are going to be what we're running the shortest on, obviously. But with any luck, we'll be able to gather some just around somewhere. Let's see. I think there were some down over here, perhaps? I think there were metals, like surface metals, around somewhere. But we... Oh, wait, were we going to get additional metals from the trade route? But this guy is doing the capture ice asteroids right now. I forget. Well, there's metals up over here. Is that out of our RC range? Yes, it is. So we would need to bring back, like, a RC controller or something like that to go fetch this over here. So this dome isn't going to be constructed immediately. Unless we do have some, like this guy, maybe, is in range? Just out of range.
Anomaly
But it has been
found.
harvested. Hello, where's this anomaly? Up over there? Up over here. We have multiple anomalies, looks like. I'm going to go ahead and tell our RC Explorer... Our RC Explorer, there we go, to come up over here and scan this anomaly up over here. And then we'll queue up this one. I don't know if he'll be able to get here. That'll kind of be interesting to see. Okay, where is this guy? He's headed up here. Excellent. Well, our rocket will be arriving back at Earth momentarily. And there it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a passenger rocket. And who do we want to bring along? Well, we're definitely going to want to be bringing along some botanists, because that's going to be a big part of what we're doing with our humans. So let's go ahead and we've selected medic, 2 scientists, an officer, 3 no specializations. I'm going to get rid of them, and we're going to just load up on the botanists. Let's see. Something along the lines of that. Okay. Let's go ahead and launch. Bring them on in. In the meantime, we'll see if we get a Marsquake from capturing ice asteroids. Well, that'll be here in 4 hours. These guys are still, like, a couple sols away, so if we do get a Marsquake, well, we'll have some time. But no metals. It's gonna be great. Absolutely great. Drone prototypes. Your attention is required. Alpenglow Robotics, a cutting-edge tech company specializing in military and medical automation, are pushing to expand their resume with robotics as well. As a means to propel their ambitions onto the new field, they've made a drone prototype, similar to the ones we use here on Mars. And what better location to showcase the feasibility of their drones than the surface of another planet? If we accept their offer, they'll provide us with a free batch of 8 drones delivered via supply pod. So, we would just get free drones. There are risks associated with introducing foreign tech in the colony, but we'll give it a go. What could possibly go wrong?
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
Okay, so we completed a special project. Excellent. We actually got that milestone. Nice. Next, we captured ice asteroids. The capturing of ice asteroids has been successfully completed. With the use of special craft, we pursued and deflected the asteroids off their trajectory with nothing more than slight bumps. Thus we have managed to gracefully steer large amounts of soon-to-be easily accessible water towards the surface of Mars. In this game of space billiards, though, there's always a chance that the ball will hit the wrong pocket. Be ready to deal with a Marsquake. Exciting. So there's another capture ice asteroids available up over here. But I think for right now, we need to... see, they're still returning from the asteroids. We'll go ahead and drop the drones. We'll drop this on this particular pad, I think. There we go. We also got 6 new planetary anomalies discovered. So what to go for next, as far as research goes? Rockets and shuttles requiring less fuel? That would be nice. We'll go for that for now. Marsquake, 3 buildings damaged. So we did get a Marsquake. Interesting. What 3 buildings? This water tower for metal. This fuel refinery for electronics, which we can get. And this Moxie for metal. Yikes. We need 2 metal and an additional... we need 3 total metal. That's okay. We could bring in a supply pod, potentially. Or we could just go ahead and let it run for right now. Here's this supply pod.
Research complete.
We can scavenge that. That'll give us 5 metals. And that's a big deal. And it looks like the Caladrius 1 will be back before our passenger rocket gets here. So that's good. The passenger rocket will land on this pad. So we will go ahead and land Caladrius 1 over here. And yes, I'm really not surprised that we have low resources right now. That was almost a catastrophic hit right there. Okay, Caladrius 1 is ready to land. We are landing that right here. Excellent. Let's get that refueling. Shouldn't take long to refuel it, realistically. We should have a pretty decent stockpile of fuel, and indeed we do. So yeah, that's building very quickly indeed. And then the question is, do we want to set up a trade route? Let's see, is there something that we have that we could trade with somebody for? 50 polymers in exchange for 95 metals. How many polymers do we have? We have 0 polymers. That is not a good trade. We're going to be able to make polymers, but I think we might need metals for that. Is this at the polymers factory? That's the electronics factory. That's the infirmary. That's the polymer factory. No, it takes power, water, and fuel. Okay. Well, regardless, that's not who we want to get metals from, clearly. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will bring in our first humans. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.